I want to tell my story, and I hope this is a safe space.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now.
Hi J-Bays, Happy New Year! Woo! Yes, y'all have a name, J-Bays. J-Bay, how you doing, J-Bays? If you are not a J-Bay, how do you become one? Baby, you gotta do a subscribe, okay? You gotta do a subscribe and you can be a J-Bay today. This is my first official recorded video of 2025, and this is a little different for me. So again, welcome back to all my wonderful, lovely subscribers. Thank you again for continuously to support me throughout. It feels like it's been a year, but it has not been. I think we may be 8 months or so into this channel. So just thank you all so much for rocking with me, rolling with me. You know, it's been just a whirlwind, but we're not here for that. We're not here for that. Okay, this is different. This is different, y'all. Different because to my first time viewers, this is my very first story time. Oh my gosh, I tell you guys stuff in my vlogs, but I have never sat down and just really kicked it with my girlies. So I want to tell y'all the most embarrassing thing I have done already. Today is literally January 3rd. I have already done too much in less than 24 hours. So I want to tell my story, and I hope this is a safe space. Is this a safe space? Oh my gosh, I'm kind of embarrassed. I can't even believe I'm about to tell y'all this, but I downloaded Tinder. And 3 out of 10, I do not recommend. I do not recommend. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Okay, short little background. I moved to Dallas solo. Packed my car up, got my master's degree, packed my little car up, drove across, moved in with my homegirl, made it work. This year will actually be 10 years in Dallas. This summer, I'll be officially have lived in Dallas for 10 years since I made that big migration, okay? When you move to a big city and you don't really know anybody, they recommend using apps to meet people. So back then in 2015, Tinder was that girl. Tinder was that girl. Now, was Tinder ever really the greatest girl? No, but it was easy, it was accessible, it was free, you know what I'm saying? And it was a way to meet people. I can't really significantly remember how many people I met on Tinder, if any of those people I'm still friends with, because slowly but surely it became just a hookup spot. And I think naturally that's just what it became. If you were on there and seriously trying to meet people, or you just were tired of running into creeps, it was just getting kind of old. And then I remember when I actually moved to Dallas, I discovered Hinge. Hinge is still winning to me. I'm trying to get away from Hinge because this is gonna sound real bad. I have been on Hinge for so long and not consistently. I literally come every year. I make a profile every year, maybe twice or 3 times a year. And so it's giving that girl at the gym who had a membership all year and you never see her, and then you see her and you're like, oh hey, I forgot you actually went here. It's you again. It's giving it's you again. It's giving it's you again so much that I'm seeing people that I already have met or have already matched with, and they're still there and they're trying to match with me again. It's I get on Hinge and I'm getting the same matches, and I'm just okay, at this point you're just matching with me because we match. This is a guarantee. It's just I'm not even seeing new faces. But I do believe in dating apps, whenever it requires a man to actually input information about himself, to actually talk about himself, to actually upload photos, when there's more of an effort requirement, then I do see that there's a better quality in the men that you'll match with. If they are able to like just put their location, age, what they're interested in like one picture, you're gonna get like very low effort men. Because, you know, if this is all it takes for me to get some butt, sign me up, you know? And I just feel like that's really what it's giving. So I like Hinge. And honestly, Hinge got them men on there. They fine. Hinge men are fine. They fine. The white men fine. The Indian men fine, the Asian men fine, and the black men fine, and the African men fine, the Mediterranean. That word kicks my butt every time. The Arabs fine, like everybody fine on Hinge. And then there's some ugly people, but it's so many fine people that you don't even worry about them ugly people. Like, it's just really, it's refreshing. I have been hesitant to try other dating apps because I just feel like Hinge is like top core, like algorithm wise, everything. Like, I just like Hinge. I have met great potential on Hinge. Like, I just feel like if I were to match with my husband on a dating app, it's gonna be an app like Hinge. Like, it's not going to be Tinder. But people have been like, I met my husband on Tinder. And so I'm like, okay, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm being closed-minded. So I downloaded Hinge. Not Hinge, I'm sorry. Tinder. I downloaded Tinder. And I'm unwell. I'm unwell, actually. I'm very unwell. So Tinder did change a little bit. One concern I did have, once I kind of got into the neck of, like, they did switch up a bit. So it is a little, you know, upgraded. I'll give them that. But they didn't ask about religion. And I thought that was very interesting. And maybe they do, but they didn't, like, it's not an upfront question. Like, you know what I'm saying? Usually they ask you, like, real basic, like, you know, what are your plans? What is your status? Like, are you single, married? Do you want kids? Or, you know, do you have kids? Who are you looking for? Da, 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 da. Religion, is this a deal breaker? Like, religion is a very important dating preference, right? That was not on there. I had to write it in my profile, like God-fearing or God-loving or something like that, so that people know, like, I believe in God and that's a requirement. Like, Christianity, come on, yeah. But anyway, I created my profile and I was just going through the people that I don't know, the little swipe options or whatever. Y'all, I swipe no so much. It was giving kind of ridiculous. Like, it was a long list of no. No, 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 no. What is that? Swiping left? I wasn't even swiping left. Like, I was hitting the X. Cause I'm like, okay, maybe I just gotta, like, maybe the algorithm will pick up and be like, okay, she don't like these type of guys. Nah, it wasn't. X. Just kept clicking X. And I probably matched within I deleted this app less than 24 hours of downloading it. I'm not even kidding. I did all of that to find my photos, build my profile, swiped, had like 2 conversations, 3. I'll say I had 3 conversations, and I literally just, before I hit the 24th hour,
delete.
that app was deleted. Utter, complete waste of time. Deleted. Delete. Like, goodbye. Get off my phone. The guys were not giving. The black men, there weren't. I didn't see any handsome black men. I don't know. And I have my age range from 33 to 60. There weren't even any handsome white men on there. There weren't a lot of, like, gingers. It just wasn't giving. A lot of the guys who were sending me likes, it was very much giving, you know damn well. But one thing I will say, Tinder got a lot of tricks on there. There are a lot of tricks. If you are looking for the tricks, I would skip over to Tinder. I would not run. Never run to Tinder. But if you're looking for tricks, I would not walk. I would skip over to the app quickly and download, because there are a lot of tricks on there. And they're obvious. Like, it's very obvious. Like, they're easy to spot. I was actually surprised at how easy it was to spot the tricks on Tinder. And it wasn't even like ugly. Like, they're not like hideous, overweight, smelly looking, creepy men. Like, they wasn't even given that. Like, it was just, normal guys with good day-to-day jobs. Some questionably may have other situations, but they're there. And they easy to spot them, but they clear as day on Tinder. I'm gonna say that. They are clear as day on Tinder. Now, if you have experience utilizing Hinge for this, it ain't that clear as day. But Tinder was very clear as day. However, you also have to have an eye for it. I ain't saying I got an eye for it, but I got an eye for it. So, but I'm just not in that space right now. I'm not gonna say ever, but right now I'm not. I'm really seeking something meaningful. At least I thought I was. But every time I don't know, y'all. I think I need to sit down just for a little bit longer. It's really hard to like submerge yourself back into the dating world when you have been taking, like, I won't even say the back seat, but I've been like in the front seat of it. Like, I haven't really been driving my dating life. It's just I meet people, and then that's it. Like, but I haven't been like progressively dating and meeting. I don't have a roster. I don't have a team. I'm not getting suited by multiple men right now. Like, none of that. Like, it's very dry over here. I don't even know. The last time I talked to a guy on the phone was in Houston. But that's another story. Anyway, I will give Tinder that the tricks on Tinder are very present. They're very there. It's a lot of them. And Tinder gets a gold star for the tricks being there and them being very easy to find. So that is why the rating is a 3 and not a 0. So how do we get to the negative rating? Like I said, I had 3 conversations. I probably mutually matched with a handful of people. I don't know. So it was 3 guys, 3 black men. One guy, he was handsome. He lived near me, which was good. I think his teeth would have bothered me though. I couldn't tell if they were real or veneers, but they were just, and that's not even really the case, because I value a nice smile. So if you have veneers and I can't tell or whatever, like, by all means, like, eat, like, that's cool. Long as your mouth is healthy and like your breath doesn't stink, like, whatever. His teeth wasn't so distracting to where I was like, I was willing to go to dinner at least to see if the teeth were going to be that distracting. He was cool. There was another guy. He stayed a little further than I would prefer, which wasn't out of the ordinary. He just lived in Arlington. I have no business in Arlington, so the likeliness of me ever coming that way was a negative. I like to go to my man's house. My man can stop by every now and then, but I like to go to my man's house. Like, that's just my preference. So I like dating guys whose homes are not that far from me, because that is where I'm usually going to spend. That's where we're going to spend the majority of our time, like when we're doing in-house things. And then there was another guy. Now this is the person. Okay. So he was cute, handsome, charismatic, a lot of energy, I'm not new to this dating app stuff. I'm pretty true to it. I'll claim that. I'm pretty true to it. So you kind of all right, like the guys are all the same, but in different categories. You kind of already know who's gonna be a little off their rockers, who's gonna be unhinged, who's gonna be slow to text, to respond, not very communicative. Like all their like habits are very, they lead with those. So there's really no surprises. Like if you get bamboozled, you just weren't paying attention, sis. Like in all honesty. Now they are sneaky. I'm not saying that there's not some that can't get by your radar, but for the most part, the men are pretty consistent. Like I knew this man was gonna be off his rockers. I knew he was gonna be unhinged. I knew he was gonna be like, he just, I don't know. It was like, anyway, he was like, I'm just so like, I keep saying like, we matched. He hits me up, you know, hey, gorgeous, beautiful, blah, 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 da, da, da. He was like, it's your eyes. And I was like, oh, thanks. And I was like, well, it's your smile for me, you know. And he was like, yours too. And I said, well, thank you. You know, I can appreciate nice teeth. You know, it was likewise. So it was, you know, it was smooth. And then we were just conversing back and forth, a little normal, nothing too fast. So it's a normal paced conversation, nothing out of the ordinary. I don't have any plans. I don't have any solid plans this weekend. So a date night would have been fine. You know what I'm saying? How I kind of move people off the app. I don't believe, okay, I got my own list of rules. That's not important. So we can talk about that in another time. I was like, hey, you know, do you have any exciting plans this weekend? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to get a room at a nice hotel, maybe the Omni. You should stop by if you're free. Okay. I picked up what he was putting down, but I was like, you know, I'm going to ignore it. You know, I'm not going to entertain that. Like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, okay, a staycation sounds nice, sounds cool. And then I'm not sure what was said in between that time. So let's say I go to sleep, I get up, I work, I live my life, I do my day, da 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 da, blah blah blah. Just hours later. So I get on and I'm talking to the three people, well, just the guy with the teeth and then this guy particularly. And he's like, so me and the teeth guy, we're just like slowly talking or whatever. And then this guy, he's like, hey, send me your number if you don't mind, please. And I was like, whatever. I already knew better. I knew it was gonna be some BS, but I sent him my number anyway. And then he texted me, hey. And then he texted me on the app and was like, hey, I text you, cool. I was like doing something, so whatever. But I did text back, hey, you know, hey you know. And he texts back something like, your smile is just really doing something to me. I can't take it. Something like that. And before I can even acknowledge that text, he texted me again and said, it made my pants wet. What? Y'all, I blocked that number and I reported that message as junk. And I tried to go on Tinder and block him on there, but I guess he's one of those guys that once they get your number, they remove you off the dating app. I've seen that happen. I don't know the purpose of that practice, but it's a common thing. So he had already removed himself for me. And after that, I just deleted the app. Cause, oh, no. What? I'm not even gonna say what does that even mean, because I'm a grown woman. I know exactly what that meant. But why would you say that to me? Like, say that to me. And like, my smile made you wet your pants? You guys are lunatics. Oh my gosh. If you're into this kind of stuff, there's nothing. There's whatever, man. Whatever. Flattered? No, I'm actually not. I'm not flattered. I think like I receive enough compliments. I'm doing fine. I'm not flattered. I'm not flattered at all. It was just my pushing point, because Again, I already did not believe in Tinder. And he just came in and was like, yeah, and this is exactly why you should never believe in Tinder. Like, you're not tripping. You're not doing too much. It's not you, baby. It's us. It's us, baby. Tinder is us, baby. If you're not with it, you need to get off. That's literally what he told me. He literally was like sent to confirm, like, nah, it ain't you, it's us. And if you ain't gang and you can't hang, like, you need to delete now. Cause this is how we coming. All 2025. So yeah, that was that, y'all. And I'm like, yeah, I need to sit down. But I also like, I'm not craving attention, but am I missing companionship, like friendship, like something? Yes, I am. I do. I want to talk. I guess I just need to talk to God, because obviously talking to y'all men ain't gonna be it. It's not in the bingo card. It's just not. So all that to say, I downloaded Coffee. Coffee and bagel, coffee and waffles. I think it's Coffee and Bagels. This entire time I thought that was an interracial dating app. I don't know. It just sounded like coffee is black people and bagels is white people. I mean, I don't know. But I saw a Instagram ad, because you know Instagram don't miss a beat. When they hear that you're looking for something, when they hear you think something, Instagram ads gonna pop up. I don't know how they can read my mind, but they can. But I have said it out loud, and I guess they know from my phone, like, oh, she downloaded Tinder. She trying to be in the streets. So anyway, there was an Instagram ad, and it was just really like cool. It was like, you know, Coffee and Bagel is for people who are seriously serious, you know? Like, you can't even download the app, or they won't even let you create a profile if you're trying to casually date. However, there is an option on there that says undecided, which I think defeats the purpose, because if I want to casually date, but you won't let me select that, but I still want to be nosy and see who on here, I'm just gonna pick I'm undecided. Like, how is this a serious dating app if I'm undecided? I think that's crazy, bizarre, but whatever. I've only been on for maybe 4 hours at this point. And it seems like they slow you down. They only give you a certain amount of matches every day at noon. So we'll see how this goes. I do not like Bumble. I am not a woman who likes to make the first move. I ain't trying to lead. None of that. I don't even want you to think that's me. I'm not. Nah, that ain't me, shawty. I'm sorry. Not happening. So I don't like Bumble. I actually hated Bumble so much and it was crazy because I was at that time very serious about like meeting meaningful connections, and I paid. It was the first time I ever paid for an app, and the last time. If I was to pay for anything, I should just pay for Hinge. I don't know why I just didn't pay for Hinge, but anyway, I paid for Bumble like 1 month, and I emailed them and asked for my money back. I was like, this app literally sucks. Can I get my money back? And they were like, no. So I had to use it for a month, and then I deleted it. So we'll see how Coffee and Bagel goes. I don't know, but it's all leading to just nothing again. And yeah, that's where I'm at. I've heard somebody say something about Facebook dating. I just can't see that for myself. Facebook is a wild place. That's like Twitter dating. To me, I think dating on Facebook is as unhinged. Twitter dating actually may be better than Facebook dating. If they were ever to do dating on Twitter, that may be better. But Facebook, I don't know. I don't know. I can't see that. I don't see that for me. But tell me about it. If you have used Facebook dating, how have you liked it? You know, how is it? You know, I just figure it's people from your high school trying to holler at you. Like, I don't know. Like, Facebook population is too broad. It's too broad. Now, if they did a LinkedIn dating, that'd be real fun. That'll be real fun because they already on there trying to date you anyway. So might as well, you know what I'm saying, add a little dating app to it. Yeah, so that's that. Tinder is gone. I will not have to wait another 10 years to test it out again. I will never test out Tinder again unless I'm looking for the tricks. And the way it's given, that probably will be the only reason I would download Tinder. And in that case, I can't say that I would never download Tinder again. Yeah, so if you are using any dating apps in 2025, please tell me, what are you guys using? I'm so lost. All I know is Hinge. As you can see, like I am biased. Hinge is it for me. So what are you using? What have you used? What has your homegirl used? Who's engaged? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are like, oh, I meet people in person. Okay, that's cute. I meet people in person too, but it's just not, anyway, that's just not working for me right now. So what are you using? And are you like, and I like to date up. So I like to date up. Keep that in mind. And like, if you're suggesting for me, I like to date up. So if you had experienced meeting guys, dating upward, on certain or particular dating apps or certain cities, like I'm pretty much an open book. Like I'm grown. I can do long distance, you know, I can travel, you know. Yeah, man, it's a lot of things. Like dating in this time, I think is exciting because you don't have to limit yourself to just your little hometown or your local city or even again like your neighborhood or where you hang out and party at. Like dating apps has really expanded that. So share with me. But yeah, I hope y'all liked my very first story time. Of course, memory storage always gonna be a problem for me. It's just the drama. But that was my very first story time. I look forward to telling y'all more about my business. I plan to yap a little more. Hopefully I can get a little better at this storytelling. And because I'll start right here, go over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, and then we're gonna end right here. So I'm gonna get a little better at streamlining so that my videos aren't like just unnecessarily long. But nonetheless, this is raw. I raw dog this story time. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Please talk to me. And subscribe. Become a J-Bae today. Let's hang out. Let's kick it. And I follow back. I subscribe back. Okay? So if you have a YouTube channel, you new to this, ain't true to this as well, let's link up. Let's do this. So thank y'all so much. Happy New Year again. Be blessed. Stay safe. And the tricks are on Tinder. If I ain't tell you nothing, I told you something. All right, good night.
It's 1,000 views, it's only one of me. I'm tripping, I'm caught up in the moment. Four. That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now.